Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
You've got to be kidding me. Yesterday morning on GB News Breakfast, Labor Minister Diana Johnson was left feeling abruptly cut off by presenter Eamonn Holmes, and we're not talking about a gentle interruption here. So, what had happened? Well, the show had been broadcasting live from Rome, where they were covering the latest events following Pope Francis' death. Ellie Costello was reporting on the ground, but as the conversation with Diana Johnson got underway, Eamonn Holmes just couldn't resist jumping in to break it up. It turns out he wanted to get back to Rome so badly that he basically cut her off mid-sentence, all because they were very busy this morning and had to cross back to Rome. Talk about rude, right? But before we dive into the juicy details of what Diana Johnson was trying to say, let's talk a bit about the context. The government has been working on new vetting plans for aspiring police officers, which is pretty exciting news. And Minister for Crime, Diana Johnson, was here to give us the lowdown. So, how does it work? Well, according to Minister Johnson, vetting looks at the background of an individual and builds a picture to see if they're a risk to the public or colleagues. If they can't pass the vetting process, they'll be removed from the police service. Pretty straightforward, right? But what's really interesting is that Minister Johnson was a bit more nuanced than that. She said that this should have been done far sooner, and she's not alone in feeling that way. The Home Secretary set out steps to improve standards within policing back last July, so it's clear that there's been some work going on behind the scenes. And if that wasn't enough, Minister Johnson dropped another bombshell. They're also introducing new measures to strengthen requirements around suspending officers where domestic abuse or sexual offending are involved. That sounds like a major shakeup to me. But wait, there's more. If an officer is found guilty of certain offenses, treating them as gross misconduct and presuming they'd be dismissed from policing, that's going to have some serious repercussions. So, what does it all mean? Well, for one thing, it means the government is finally taking steps to improve standards within policing. And while Minister Johnson might have felt a bit cut off yesterday morning, it looks like her message was heard loud and clear. That's all for today on Summer Scoop. Thanks for joining us.